Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that.
I guess so.
Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast, actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
I will certainly try. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. Fuck. Oh, the horror. Oh, cool new logo. Look at that. Aperture Science Innovators. I know. Wait, where are you going, man? Oh, okay. Alright. Greetings, programs, and welcome back to another episode of Portal 2. A little late with the intro this time, but I figured I'd let that scene play out in its fullness before we got to the meat. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. Just a tiny smidgen. There we go. Much better. Okay. So, we are miles below the surface of the Earth, and it seems to be very, decrepit and old. A lot of debris around, and random pipes, and mysterious water. But, you know, that's fine. Damn. I mean, look at this place. Just goes to show how powerful Aperture must have been, or how wealthy to create all this stuff. And now it's just, you know, keep out, do not enter, condemned. This enrichment shaft may contain unsafe quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. Vitrification order, 1961. Yeah. It's just so weird to think that it's been sealed off, like layer after layer all this time. Although it is kind of cool that, like, how the deeper you go, the older everything gets. So right now, this is like the 50s, because we're all the way down. Do not enter. Keep out. Actually, we are going even further down, so we would be in the maybe the 60s right about now. Because there is a little thing here which you cannot see yet, but you will be able to once I turn this light on. Big vault door, giant vault door, in fact. To test shaft 09 and the Tartarus zone. Oh, actually, I'll need that to get up there first. Sealed June 15th, 1961. Before the moon landings. All that good stuff. There's a timer on these buttons, so you gotta press one and then go and press the other really quickly. There we go. I can watch this play out in all of its glory. What do you think's going to be behind that? Who knows? Little itty bitty door. That's what. Tiny, tiny door behind a big, big vault. 'Cause that's the kind of company that Aperture is. They don't really pay attention to all that stuff. They just kind of do. I know how to open a door. Dude, old Aperture has just such an aesthetic that you don't get in the sterile cleanliness of, you know, everything is just so white and bland and gray, but this has got color, and it's all, I mean, it's decrepit and old, but, and you know, aside from that. Danger. Don't go in the water, or you will evaporate. Don't lean on the railing either. Damn. See, this scares the shit out of me. I absolutely hate deep waters, and I also have submechanophobia, and those two do not mix well together. Luckily, this game doesn't have a swimming mechanic. Otherwise, I'd be fucked. I never noticed that there's a light shining on this door. Underground train to test shafts 1 to 8. And, you cannot enter. Kinda sucks, doesn't it? What if I want to go to test shafts 1 to 8, huh? Alright. 1952 is where we're going. Back to the past.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best, and you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Aww. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're gonna do some fancy footwork here. Oh God, oh no. Oh, okay, well. Try that again. I might be a little rusty on my fancy footwork. Woohoo! Ow. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's just so much more life. You look at this and you can tell that there have been people here in the past. But you look at New Aperture and it's all just, you know, it's like a big doctor's office. But up down here, it has,
There's 1,000 tests performed
you know,
every day
life.
here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
I love that mindset. Let's see. Aperture Science, Best New Science Company, 1947. Spirit of Idaho for the promotion of potato science, 1955. Shower curtain salesman, Aperture Fixtures, 1943. That is when Apertures, or as it was known then, Aperture Fixtures was founded, and it sold shower curtains, asbestos-laden shower curtains to the military. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year runner-up, 1952. Contractor of the Year runner-up, 1954. 1949, Top 100 Applied Science Companies. Aperture Science is number 2. Shower curtain salesman, 1943. There's the Aperture Fixtures logo. Right there, that thing. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine. Cave Johnson to bring science industry to Upper Michigan. The future is here, and it's under the Earth's crust, says Science Maverick. Cool. Whee! I guess we're just gonna take the elevator. I have a feeling this was meant to play out while the cave was talking, but I kind of waited. Ugh. Let's go over there. See what's going on. See what's happening. Find all the secrets.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Got it. Got it. Good to know.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold.
Oh.
Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest,
can't be
we're
good.
throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Well, alrighty then. Back to the elevator shaft. So we got to get over there, because we are going to start going into these enrichment spheres, as they are called, full of asbestos, but also full of tests that we will need to do, and so we got to get up there, which means making use of this elevator shaft. Here we go. Woohoo! Well, alrighty then. There's always so much to look at in this place. Pump Station Alpha. We're gonna get goo. Oh god, that's so loud.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Got it. Yep, Aperture. They don't fuck around at Aperture. I mean, they do actually. They do a lot of fucking around at Aperture, but it's, you know, professional fucking around. Ah, Jesus. I've been blinded.
Let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Got it. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. If you've not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. Yeah, that's what the portal guns used to look like. Big backpacks with little tubes that you put portals out of. Real quick, I just want to call attention to this. Aperture is huge. Look at how many test shafts there are. 1, 2, 3. There's 9 test shafts. And we are here. Right at the bottom. We fell probably from up here all the way down. And landed right down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 tests. 9 shafts. That's a lot of tests. And to think that there's just... And we only get to see Shaft 09. So there's like, you know, 8 other shafts of tests just sitting there, locked away. But, you know, that's why you have custom portal maps. Did you know? Repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute. It's true. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from the shelves. For more information, consult the following fact placards. Repulsion gel lawsuits concerning and repulsion gel public outrage over. Bounce. So we're going to see what the repulsion gel does. It does this. It bounces. It is bouncy goo. Woo! So we're going to get to use that to our advantage. No, I needed that. Give me new cube as well. These ones are old cubes made of wood and other things.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors.
Okay.
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Well, golly, they think of everything here, don't they? That opens that up, which means we can just boom, and then watch this. Take a look at this wizardry. Wow, I know, crazy, right? God. Alright, well. Alright, now we're gonna do some even more fancy footwork here. Take a look at this. Ah, I didn't do it right. No, I gotta do it again now. There we go. Woo! Okay.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Well, that would have been good to know before you started making me test with it, but, you know, that's just how it goes, I suppose.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Well, that's nice.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Ramps are expensive. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway. You go there. And then... and then I just gotta kinda do this.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain.
Okay.
There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious.
Oh?
Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Well, shit. You could have told us that first. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you're saying out of order, Mr. Johnson. That I think you could be saying in a better order that wouldn't result in people dying.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
I see. So water... that stuff that's going to come out of that pipe has the power to wash away the goo. That's important.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely.
Got it.
Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Remember, if a future you tries to warn you about this test, don't listen. Even if the future you looks like Dr. Jekyll. Or rather, Mr. Hyde. God, I messed up that joke. Alright. Woo! Woo! Then we go pick up that, and we bring it over here. And we goop up over there, and then we fling. And then you portal there, wabba.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalk between tests.
Well,
The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction.
Okay.
I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. I mean, Mr. Johnson. We are now, I believe, in 1958, if that sign back there was correct. Which is pretty cool, but we're going through them fast. I don't know, though. I need that goop. Thank you. And then you just gotta pop it right there. Okay. Right there. Okay, there we go.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if they love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you
Damn.
just subject, you're doing fine. Yes,
Okay.
you, box your stuff, out the front door, parking lot, car, goodbye.
Jesus. Sucks to be that guy, I guess. I noticed that there are logos for the 50s version and the 70s version of Aperture, but not the 60s. Do we ever see the 60s version?
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Yeah, we're just running right into 1971. We're skipping the 60s entirely. That kind of sucks. Anyways, there's Mr. Johnson again. Thank you for your participation. Elevator to surface. Alrighty. Here, let me do it the... Well, okay. Whoop. Yeah, 1971. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but now I guess there's a whole thing of like, well, what did the 60s Aperture logo look like? Might be something I could try and design. Anyway, let's jump. Woohoo! That's pretty cool. Hey, more gel. Yeah, let's just turn that on. Why don't we? It doesn't care if the facility explodes. Let's just keep pressing levers. Hey, I know this place. Yeah, we're getting right into 70s. See, there's the 70s logo. Totally skipped the 60s.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us.
Oh?
Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir.
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you guys a secret. We're gonna see a secret. Looks like just a normal room, huh? There's stuff and more stuff and stuff, and what is that? And then you jump on the box. And then you go inside.
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes.
Okay.
On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
Got it.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Got it. Now, what about this door? It's been blown off. Looks kind of like a dry dock, doesn't it? I wonder. The Borealis. I wonder what that could mean. Don't worry, dear friends, though. We will figure out the answer to that mystery in my, the next game that I will play through on this channel. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some science stuff.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh. Ow. Ow. No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings.
Okay.
Please get it off me. Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
Sounds pretty good,
No
actually.
tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way.
True.
I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
Alright.
Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
I don't think GLaDOS
Where are
had...
we?
Oh.
How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going.
Okay. So she has a hangover. Or it's like she's drunk, rather. Ooh. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Yeah, I know. It was just getting good. We just got GLaDOS back, or rather Potatoes, as she's called in this form. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have. So, I'm gonna have to let you go here. Fear not. Chapter 7 will be out. I will put that episode out pretty shortly after this one. Maybe even the same day, depending on what I feel. So, you have that to look forward to. For the time being, though, end of line.